From the very first day of training camp, Tom Landry's Dallas Cowboys set their sights on a goal 28 teams dream about, but only one would realize: victory in Super Bowl 12 and the World Championship.
The coach, if he's to be successful, must think about improving his football team constantly. Everybody can't have a goal to the Super Bowl because it's out of people's reach. Now, once you reach a level that we're at right now, then the Super Bowl does become within reason for us to accomplish it. So therefore, our minds are occupied with the Super Bowl right now.
Of the 113 veterans, rookies, and free agents, only the hardy survived the relentless, leg-burning two-a-day practices. There are no fat Dallas Cowboys. It is a long, lean, and limber team. And one observer was so amazed at their physical appearance, he remarked, "Dallas looks in shape to play the Super Bowl right now." How prophetic his words were to become. By summer's end, just solidly muscled, flat-bellied athletes made up the roster of the Dallas Cowboys. In September, 45 players, 9 of them rookies, embarked on a devastating journey that would lead to New Orleans. When you search for the home of champions, the road leads to Texas Stadium. For more than a decade, the Cowboys have been the winningest team in pro football. In 1976, many said only the lack of breakaway speed cost them a world's championship. So now, why were there smiles? Even Tom Landry tried to muffle his delight, for he possessed the worst-kept secret in football.
Roger hands it off to Dorsett, into the secondary, to the 30, 35, to the 40, cuts right, watch out! To the 50, the 40, he's to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, Tony Dorsett, touchdown!
The addition of rookie Tony Dorsett not only gave Dallas 2 Heisman Trophy winners in its backfield, but added a new dimension to an attack that always has been diverse and unpredictable. Under the "don't give up the ship" leadership of Roger Staubach, the Cowboys gained nearly 6,000 yards and scored 345 points. Dallas ranked first in the NFL in total offense and was miles ahead in imagination as they pinwheeled through their schedule, leaving opponents dumbfounded and defeated. Despite the retirement of Blaine Nye and a knee injury to All-Pro Rayfield Wright, the offensive line became a strength. First-year starters Pat Donovan and Tom Rafferty combined with John Fitzgerald to form an Irish core, while Herbert Scott, Burton Lawless, Jim Cooper, Andy Frederick, and mainstay Ralph Neely rounded out the unit. Low-slung powerback Robert Newhouse looked like a beer barrel, but ran like a beer truck and gained over 700 yards. Versatile Preston Pearson, number 26, proved invaluable as a starter and indispensable as a situation specialist. for he ran the finesse plays to perfection. Doug Dennison, Scott Laidlaw, and Larry Brinson added depth to a horn of plenty, which spilled to overflowing with the 1,000 yards of Tony Dorsett, the NFL's Rookie of the Year. There was an abundance of skilled young receivers. Tight end Billy Joe Dupree ran the heavy-duty patterns at the goal line, while the perimeters of the field and the deeper probes spiraled to rookie Tony Hill, Golden Richards, and Butch Johnson. Cornerbacks covering Drew Pearson smelled smoke and found fire. Despite double coverage inside and out all season, number 88 gained more yards than any receiver in the NFL. About defensive backs, Drew said, "I try to know them better than they know themselves. If they play me close, it might rain touchdowns." Dallas led the NFL in both offense and defense. Hard evidence that supported Landry's contention that this team was potentially his most devastating. From the opening whistle, the Cowboys disposed of 8 straight opponents and then cruised to a 12-2 record and the championship of the NFC East. Important psychologically was the 2-game sweep of the arch-rival Washington Redskins, something they had not achieved since 1970. They entered locker rooms only twice a beaten team, and the reasons for the flood of victories are many. The Cowboys are always the most prepared team in football. By Sunday, Landry and his staff left nothing to chance. From starters to special teams, plays are honed to the split second.
Here comes the rush. He fumbles the ball. Giants pick it up and head right. Now there's another fumble. Jay Seldy has it. Goes in toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Number 87, Jay Seldy, captained the special teams. Punter and reserve quarterback Danny White. All-pro place kicker Efren Herrera. And hitters like Mike Hegman, Guy Brown, David Stalls, Bruce Huther were among those responsible for the Cowboys' success. Middle linebacker Bob Brunick replaced retired Leroy Jordan, and that gap in experience was filled by Charlie Waters and Cliff Harris. Unlike most deep defenders, these two All-Pros did not tiptoe into tackles, but acted as 2 additional linebackers in doomsday swarming defense. The philosophy of the unit was coordination. Number 25, Aaron Kyle, covering receivers deep, while Old Pro D.D. Lewis buttons up the hook zone. They led the league against the run and were ball-hawking opportunists. Throw long and you found Benny Barnes, Randy Hughes, or Harris. Throw short and Thomas Hollywood Henderson turned the play 79 yards in the opposite direction. Starters like Henderson and reserves like Mark Washington and Mel Renfro were the reason the Cowboys allowed the lowest pass completion percentage in the NFL. Up front, Too Tall, Too Mean, and a Manster lived right alongside Bill Gregory, Larry Cole, and Jethro Pugh. just turn them loose and kiss the quarterback goodbye. Twisting, looping, stunting, and blitzing, the Cowboys racked up 53 sacks and turned passing situations into one big nightmare for offensive linemen. Running backs are the mayflies of pro football, so beautiful to watch, yet often so fragile. A grim reality not lost on Cowboys President Tex Schramm and Vice President Gil Brandt, who feared a training camp knee injury might blight the talents of #1 draft choice Tony Dorsett. Some said he was too small, for he stood almost a head shorter than most players. However, the only thing that may have intimidated Dorsett, like all rookies, was the Cowboys' complex system. It took him a full half season before he figured most of it out. Only then did this mayfly take wing. An admiring scout said, "When Dorsett sees the crease, he hits it like a bat out of hell." Tony's skills were multiple and opened up the field for other Cowboy players. Starting only the last 5 regular season games, number 33 was the 8th rookie in NFL history to run for 1,000 yards. An amazing fact considering Brown, Sayers, Simpson, and Peyton did not. Dorsett scored 12 touchdowns, was the first rookie in 20 years to gain over 200 yards in a game, and broke the longest run in the NFL this season.
The handoff goes to Dorsett, dances into the secondary and heads left. The 30 comes right to the 50, to the 40. He's going to score an 84-yard touchdown. Tony Dorsett, 84 yards on the touchdown.
Dorsett's accomplishments were so extraordinary, he was named the Rookie of the Year in the National Football League. The Cowboys' most dominating player was Harvey Martin, who was voted the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year, an honor achieved over the fallen bodies of offensive linemen and quarterbacks. Quarterbacks were Martinized 23 times, a Cowboy record, and his individual sack total numbered more than 4 NFL teams. Number 79 had various techniques to defeat blocking patterns. The simplest of all was making a beeline to the ball. "If I can't block him, I'll do anything to stop him," was the lineman's motto. Since nobody could contain Harvey one-on-one, teams decided to double-team him, a tactic destroyed by the manster.
We call Randy White manster around here, and that's, you know what a manster is, just half man, half monster. And he's the strongest man on the team, and he's a super competitor. I mean, the guy has only one speed, and it's top speed. He gives so much activity in that line. He's so quick and he's so fast and he's so strong that he's taking a lot of pressure off of me, because I was really starting to get a lot of pressure on me with double teams and a lot of cut blocks and things like this. But you can't worry about Harvey Martin now when you got Randy White coming up next door to him.
Working side by side, Martin and White used a variety of stunts to open up a lane to the quarterback. Here, Randy, by tying up 3 Eagle blockers, allows Harvey an uncontested shot at Ron Jaworski. In unison, they were awesome, as Martin made All-Pro and White the Pro Bowl. Randy turned a capacity for hard work and quickness to the ball into a style reminiscent of Bob Lilly, the all-time Cowboy great. Blending individual excellence within the framework of a collective team effort, Dallas made the playoffs for an unprecedented 11th time in 12 years. In 1976, the Cowboys endured a bitter first-round loss to the Rams. Now, 12 months later, they would see if they were truly number one.
No, this team is an interesting team because I can't read them. They look like out in practice they're relaxed when they ought to be serious, and I think they're going to have a bad game, and then all of a sudden they come up with a great game.
Staubach has him up to the line of scrimmage. Got Drew Pearson about 10 yards wide to the left. Again, Roger back to throw. Pumps it once. Sends it long for Dupree. It is caught for a touchdown. Billy Joe reached high in the air and pulled out a 28.
To open the playoffs, the Cowboys scored early and often against the Chicago Bears, but won easily on the concussive force of the Doomsday defense.
Cover!
Doomsday limited Walter Payton to 60 yards rushing, caused 7 turnovers, an individual record 3 interceptions by safety Charlie Waters, and gave the offense a day at the races.
I formation with Dorsett the deep back now. Draw play, Dorsett to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, cuts right. He is at the 5, he scores, touchdown! What can you say? This is complete, total, utter domination.
The Cowboys' crushing 37-7 victory earned them a shot at the NFC Championship.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Texas Stadium in Irving for today's National Football Conference Championship encounter between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Vern Lundquist, along with Frank Lieber and Brad Sham, and the Cowboys favored to win this game and go on and meet either Oakland or Denver in the Super Bowl championship 2 weeks from today.
Golden Richard's touchdown on the Cowboys' second play from scrimmage gave them a lead they never lost. They were confident of victory, a feeling fattened by the Doomsday defense.
Come on, let's go! Put it on there! Come on! Come on, 2 down! Get it on there! Have it on it now! Come on, come on! Let's go, Harvey! Come on, D, baby! Come on, D! Big down! Go get it on! Get it! Go! Hit him, Dugal! Hit him!
takes it. Inside handoff, Dorsett, right side. 10, 5. Touchdown! New Orleans, here we come.
The Cowboys won 23-6. And at this moment in time, they appeared to be a team of destiny, not to mention opportunity or insanity. In New Orleans for Super Bowl 12, the Cowboys faced not only Denver, but Bronco Mania. However, emotion rarely, if ever, spells execution, the trademark of the Dallas defense. When the clock struck 12, it was doomsday in the Dome, the sacking of Cinderella. Relentless pressure caused 8 Bronco turnovers and limited their passing attack to an incredible 35 yards. The Cowboys' climax offense put the game away with 2 spectacular plays. The first was called right 15, Y post 8.
Roger goes deep across the middle, way downfield, and Butch Johnson caught! Touchdown! A sensational diving catch by Butch Johnson, the Cowboys' second-year wide
Butch
receiver.
Johnson's 45-yard touchdown gave the Cowboys a 20-3 lead. At practice all season, they worked on a surprise play. And with 7 minutes remaining in Super Bowl 12, Tom Landry decided it was the proper moment for fire toss 38, halfback lead, fullback pass. Sometimes the best teams do not always win. This was not the case in 1977, as the Dallas Cowboys, the top offensive and defensive team in the NFL, a team rich in talent and deep to the 45th man, capped a truly marvelous season, a world championship season, with their second Super Bowl victory, 27-10.
And the Cowboy coach, Tom Landry, getting a ride off on the shoulders of his team as time has expired and the Dallas Cowboys are the champions of the National Football League.